Hey guys, Shock on the Block here, and yeah, that's a new name for the channel now. Hope you like it. I'm trying to go a new direction with this channel, and I felt like a new name would really tie it all together and make it more pronounced. So today we're going to be looking at this bad boy, which is the Arcade Shark 64 controller. So you may be looking at this thing and wondering what the heck is going on here. This controller is very unique because it has D-pad and analog support. And it's not just for switching the input. This part of the controller actually moves like an analog stick. That's really cool. You don't see that very often with arcade sticks, like at all. That's like unheard of. This is very exciting. So when I stumbled upon this controller, I thought, man, this would be really great for something like Smash Ultimate. I'm like, whoa, wait, maybe we can finally play Smash Ultimate with a fight stick and have it work well. And that got me really excited. So I went ahead and bought it. And I ordered it off of eBay. So you may be wondering why I decided to do this video in the first place. Well, it all started with this arcade fight stick, this very cheap one on Amazon. And this controller isn't bad. It works really well. I like it. I like it for playing arcade games. I'm not like a big arcade player, but I do like the idea of bringing that experience home and playing it at your house and having it feel like, oh, I'm at the arcades again, woo, you know, and playing, you know, simple games like Pac-Man or even a fighting game. I'm not that best at fighting games, but I do like the idea of just having this type of controller and making it feel like you're at an arcade. The problem I have with this controller, though, is that, you hear that? That stick sounds so crappy. Like, it just sounds like a wind-up toy. Like, what the hell is that? Like, oh my gosh. I didn't like that. And I thought to myself, well, maybe I can find one that's an older stick that I could use through an adapter. And that's, like, cause that way it'd be cheaper. Because all the fight sticks that are modern nowadays are really expensive. So I thought maybe I could find one that, you know, is from like the PS2 or the GameCube or whatever, and just like use an adapter and then just like use it on the computer that way, or my Switch. And so I started looking around, and I found one for PS2, GameCube, Xbox. That one didn't end up working for the computer at all. It just worked for the systems it was designed for, which is fine. You know, it does its job. But I was just like, oh crap, this doesn't work for what I wanted it to. It doesn't work on the computer at all. It doesn't like the adapters at all. But I didn't even know that because I was waiting for that to come in the mail. And I was looking at other arcade sticks, and I was thinking to myself, you know, what if that one doesn't work out for me? What if it doesn't work anyway? What if I don't like it because it's a crappy Pelican one that may or may not do the job for me, but it's cheap, so I'll get it anyway just to see what it's like. And I kind of like the design of it, so I went ahead and got it. But then I was looking around for other alternatives, and I saw people talking about this, and I was like, ooh, interesting. The N64 had an arcade stick? It's so weird, and oh, it's so unique looking. What is this? And then, you know, I saw this person's video. One that stuck out in particular to me, I was looking through video reviews of this controller, was this lady who was talking about it, and she was playing Star Fox with it. She was playing Star Fox 64 with it, and she was having a good time. She was actually able to move the stick in a way that varied her movement and moved it in a nice gradual, progressive way. And I'm like, how is she achieving that with a fight stick? That's almost like a miniature flight stick. How do you do that with Star Fox 64? What? How is that possible? And so I was looking at her footage, and I'm just like, and I saw her moving it like carefully around like this. I'm just like, that's gotta be analog. There's no way that's not analog. And so I went ahead and decided to buy one, like I told you before, and I'm so impressed and ecstatic. I was like, holy crap, it's actually an analog fight stick. Oh my gosh, it has analog control. You know, that's like unheard of. You don't see that like anywhere else. And that's great. That's probably because, you know, it's the N64. The N64, 3D was a new thing. 3D was a new thing on our horizon. We didn't know what to do with, and we're like, what should we do? So they made a controller that can support both inputs, both control methods. That's so amazing. That's so crazy to me. I just love it. I love the fact that this was created and this exists. And we're going to see in a moment if this lives up to its hype that I had surrounding this. In my head, I had this whole hype surrounding this, and I wasn't sure how well it would perform, but we're going to find out. Now, these things are pretty rare. I mean, they're not hard to come by on the internet, but like if you want to get it with the stick, so this stick can be unscrewed and put in 2 different places. They designed it this way so that you could, switch between the 2 inputs. And so when you look for these on eBay, they often don't have their stick if they're like $20. But the ones that do have their original stick, those ones go for about $50 or maybe $45. And that's kind of like, a little bit like, a little pricey for, just a random, controller that's from 1997. So I managed to find one that was $35 from someone who said, oh, I made my own homemade stick that screws into these. And I'm like, oh, great, that's wonderful. That's a great price point. And I would totally buy that. And I was just so happy to stumble upon that. So that's what we're going to be looking at today, this N64 Fight Stick, and using it to play Smash Ultimate. And I'm not going to just, make this a one-time thing where I just, play it, try it out, see how it goes. No, I've actually already trained myself on how to use this. I've actually gone through multiple play sessions, like 3 or 4, trained myself on using this new control setup. Right, I'm going to show you what it's like. So you may be wondering, how in the world am I hooking this up to my Switch? Well, I have this adapter from Raftnet that takes the N64 input and converts it into GameCube. And then I take the GameCube conversion and I put it into this 8BitDo Bluetooth adapter called the 8BitDo G-Bros adapter, which takes a GameCube controller and makes it a Bluetooth controller on the Switch. And there's a reason why I'm using this and not the official GameCube adapter for the Switch. I'll get to that in a minute. So when playing this with Smash Ultimate, I thought to myself, this is going to be kind of tricky using the C buttons for my smash attacks. So I was like, what can I do to fix this? This is weird. And I thought, well, if I were to find a hack, find a way to co-pilot, is what the term is apparently, or use 2 controllers at once for the first controller. I thought, hey, what if I just use the Joy-Con, the right Joy-Con, and just use a sticky Velcro thing, and just stuck it on this arcade stick, and then I have a C stick. So you take the right Joy-Con off your Switch, and then you take the Magic NS adapter, plug it into the left side of your Switch dock. I have a different kind of Switch dock that I constructed using something that I got off Amazon to make it a smaller dock and a more simpler dock. But it'll work for any dock, and you want to make sure that both controllers are very close to the dock so that the Joy-Con and the controller itself do not disconnect easily. The GameCube one seems to have a longer range, but the Joy-Con seems to disconnect pretty easily from that Bluetooth device. You first get the adapter in your hands, and then you hold it until it turns purple, and then you just click it once to have it start looking for a Bluetooth signal, and then you sync up the GameCube adapter to it using the yellow button. Just hold on the yellow button and it'll start blinking rapidly, and then it should sync up. And then you click the Magic NS adapter again, and it goes back into search mode, and then you just grab the Joy-Con, turn it off if it's already on with the little button on the side. You turn it off with that, and then you hold that button down, and then it'll start trying to sync to the device, and it should sync up to the Magic NS adapter and not the Switch itself. And then you just turn the GameCube adapter on again by pushing the red button, and it'll just turn on automatically and find the NS adapter, no problem, because it's already synced up to that. And then just plug in a wired controller into the Switch. I found that having a wired controller plugged into there makes the connection more stable. I'm not really sure if it does anything, but in my mind, it just helps things out. I think it helps the connection between the Switch and the device so that it reads more as a wired controller rather than a Bluetooth. I think it helps. I'm not really sure if it really does, but that's just what I do. Now, you don't have to use a 360 controller. That's just what I have around as a quick wired controller, but you could use an actual Pro controller and just plug that in through a wire if you wanted to. and just do it that way.
And just so you know, I have L is grab, ZR is grab, Z is my shield, and R on the Joy-Con is jump, A is attack, B is special, and that's my control layout. So to start, we're going to look at when I first tried using this thing without using the right Joy-Con, which is an idea I had later on. So this is me trying it out for the first time, only using the base controller itself. So I just want to let all of you know that I am using a button to jump, which is L. I'm not using up on the stick to jump, because I know that it's more skillful and more deliberate and better to use a button for jumping rather than using it up on the stick. But I think this could become a new standard for some people if they want it to be. I don't know, man. We're on new territory here with this. This is something that could be groundbreaking, but it also could just be like kind of, well, it's there, but nah. See, I'm able to walk. I am able to walk with this stick. This stick is analog. Can you believe that? An analog fight stick from 1997. Actually, I don't know when this came out, but it came out around the late 90s because that's when the N64 was a new thing. It's crazy to me. This thing has gone untracked, unnoticed so much. There's only a few select videos reviewing this thing, and no one really gives a shit about it. No one points out that this stick is analog. One of the few arcade fight sticks that has analog control. Hello? Hello? Get a brain! Okay, I'm not trying to knock the Smash community or the fight stick community or anybody for not discovering this or not talking about this or not trying this for the past 15 or so years. I'm just surprised about the analog control, and I'm just having a little fun talking about it. I'm just kind of jokingly ranting about it. I'm not seriously knocking anyone for not talking about this thing. The thing about this is that trying to remember that the C buttons are your C stick. That's like right in the middle. I'm used to it being like on the right, on the side here, and so I'm just like, you know, your brain has to like process that. As you can see, it works great. C buttons might be a little tricky to get used to, but other than that, if you remember where everything is right here, jumping, throwing, and then the Z button is your shield. It's actually really, really fun and easy to control and get used to. So despite the fact that I went into this thinking the button arrangement was bad, I actually found it was really well implemented into the design, and I was able to rest my hands on it and use it just fine. The C buttons were the only issue, and I mean, you can go without the C buttons. You don't really need them to play Smash that well, but if you want to have skill and you want to have quick reactions and you want to take advantage of as many attacks as you can and have an alternative to smash attacks or tilt attacks or even doing air attacks to where you don't have to worry about pushing A and a direction. You can just flick the stick and it'll work. That's something very nice. It's a nice necessity and a nice intuitive thing that they added into the game. So I feel like it's necessary at this point in time. So now we're going to take a look at how it is with the right Joy-Con being combined with the fight stick.
Yes, because I kind of had the idea of getting fucking drunk.
Oh. I thought you were starting to get a little bit...
2
What?
a.m.-ish. I kind of wanted to start doing that by like 2 a.m.-ish.
Oh, trying to spice it up since it's your day off.
Yep. Exactly.
Have you ever tried playing Smash while being a little bit drunk?
Once before, yeah. I mean, I've played Smash High quite a bit, but that doesn't really impact my performance, really.
Oh.
With drunk, though, it might. I haven't played like legit full-on drunk before. But
There we go.
I've played like a bit buzzed, but nothing crazy.
So here I am playing with my buddy CB, and for the beginning of the session, I just wanted to warm up and use a regular GameCube controller. So that's what I'm doing right here, because I hadn't played Smash seriously in a while, and not that we really play that seriously, but we kind of do, you know, sometimes, and we mostly play for fun, but you know, I wanted to take this somewhat seriously with the fight stick. So to practice with the controller first, I thought would be a good idea, just as a nice warm up to become accustomed to Smash again, since I hadn't played in a while. Now I'll let's switch it up to. It's probably a good matchup towards Mario anyway.
I think so. I don't actually have a lot of experiences, either Banjo or Mario against the other. But it's iconic. It's a classic. Like this is why Banjo is Smash. Like
Right. Wait, what the? Oh, wait. No! Come back! So right here is why I emphasize that you need to have your Nintendo Switch right next to the Joy-Con and controller, because otherwise it will disconnect pretty easily. And it wasn't even that far away from the controller when that happened. It was like just diagonally a little bit off on top of my computer tower, and the computer tower is just a little bit to the side of the desk. So it's like, what the crap? It's the connection is a little finicky with that device that can connect to Bluetooth. So that's something you have to watch out for if you decide to do this. When I first tried it out, I noticed that doing my up B, or my up special, to get back up to recover, would not activate as well as it used to. Instead of pushing up and B at the same time, you have to hold up and then push B. You can't do it at the same time, like you would with the controller, because of the joystick sensitivity. That's what I found when I was trying to use it to recover with the up B. I found it harder to execute, and I was starting to wonder if there was a way to maybe take it apart and mod the stick so it would be snappier and quicker, so that I wouldn't have that problem. But then I talked to my friend Dan, and he pointed out that maybe you could just change the stick sensitivity. And I remembered, oh yeah, that is an option in the control settings of Smash Ultimate. There's a stick sensitivity option. So in my next section, I tried playing with the sensitivity set to high, and I got better results. Ooh, I got you with the up B. See, now I'm able to execute my up B, no problem. So going into the settings and changing the sensitivity of the fight stick really helped. Nope, not doing a combo on me. Okay. So far so good, not too bad. But I'm pretty high percentage. Oh, no. Ah, he did it. He did the thing where, you know, kills you off the ledge. Oh! No. No. What the? Whoa! Dude! What? I almost had that guy! Oh, that was so close! That was so close, dude. I almost... We both clashed! We both clashed! Oh my gosh, that was epic! Oh, holy crap. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. So I'm not going to show off the entire play session here, but if you do want to see all the footage I recorded for this, go over to my secondary channel, Squirrely Shock, and I'll post it there. Yes! Ha! Yes! We got him again! Oh my god, I got him again! Oh! I'm on a roll, baby! I got him! You can't, you gotta rely. You can't underestimate that. You gotta rely on the down air. The down air is so good at killing. Oh my gosh, I love his down air. Young Link is my main, boys. I found my main. Noticing a bit of input lag with this guy. He's gonna do the same thing that other guy did. This guy's more deliberate about his moves, though. I can see him. He's trying to be focused. I gotta constantly remember that people who guard like that, I can punish them by just using the grab. But it's hard for me to remember that, especially when my grab button's like right underneath the jump button, and it's kind of a weird placement. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Having most of my right hand over the right Joy-Con, it does distract me from where the grab button is. I mean, the grab button is on L, but I don't think to use that because most of my hand is on the right side. Then L is a little bit more to the left, so I kind of forget that it's there. And so I try to use ZR to grab instead, which feels a little weird and it's a little harder to do. But I don't think it was that hard to get used to. I don't remember it being that big of a deal. I don't remember it being that hard to get used to. I just remember that it was something that I had to constantly remember. No. Ah, this button got sticky. That's the only thing about this stick is that sometimes the buttons get a little sticky, but it doesn't happen often. Please note, it does not happen often. Sometimes they get stuck in there, but that's not. It's really simple, really easy, and quick to free them from their stickiness, and it doesn't happen often at all. Even though it doesn't happen often, it is annoying when it does. And this does show that A, it's an old controller, B, it's third party, so it's cheaply made, so it's not going to have the best buttons. Although I wouldn't say it's completely cheaply made, it's somewhat cheap with the buttons, but the way the fight stick is made and the fact that they implemented D-pad and analog control, that shows that they tried to put some effort into this and make it a good controller at least. Oh, darn. Man. It was close. I got close to beating this guy. This one was great. So far, it's great. You know, I'm getting used to this. I'm getting good with this. I can't see myself using this as my primary thing, but yeah, I could. I'm getting to the point right now where I'm like, okay, I kind of like this. It's kind of an interesting, like, you gotta strategize a bit more with your button placement. It's kind of interesting. But seriously, I wouldn't want to play like this. Like, I mean, I could. It's fun. It's a fun way to, fun new way to play the game, and you can actually get good with it. You can actually be competent after practicing. You can practice and get good with this. So this is a good control setup that I have right here for myself. Doing it without the C stick at all, I don't know about that, because then you gotta worry about like all these buttons here. Then instead of your thumb like doing the C stick, then you gotta have your thumb push the C buttons, which actually feels really weird. But if like if you put your fingers down here where these buttons are and like try to push them, like I guess you could do that. But then you gotta remember to put your fingers up and down, like this, like boop 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 boop, and it's just kind of. Okay. You know what? I'll challenge myself. We're gonna do it without the C stick, and we're gonna see what happens. Okay? Oh no! It's Sephiroth.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, good luck. No C stick. Oh no, what's he doing? Ah! Oh boy, okay. See, I'm not used to it now. I'm not used to this, and also, this is Sephiroth. I'm not used to fighting Sephiroth either. That was a bad idea. Wait, why is that doing... Why is that grabbing? That shouldn't be grabbing, that's a C button. Why would C down grab? And this button, the left C stick, is... Okay. Bruh. That is terrible. Okay. I can't even rely on the C button. So you have to play this way. I don't know if it's... It must be the controller or like the fact that I'm doing the whole GameCube conversion thing. But apparently the C buttons are not registering properly. Only like one or two of them are doing the proper thing. The other ones are grab and shield, which or no, shield and B. I don't know. They're different buttons. They're not supposed to be the right. Not doing the C stick, which is weird. So here I'm discovering that the C buttons don't all do the right functionality that they're supposed to be doing. They're not inputting correctly, specifically down C and left C. I think this is the fault of the RAFNet converter. This usually does not happen with me when I use a regular N64 controller to play Smash, so I think it was just set up weird. There's different presets for the RAFNet converter that you can utilize depending on which button you hold down when you plug it in. So it might have been set to the wrong one, or it might be because it's trying to convert a third-party controller. I'm not really sure what's going on, but I feel like that didn't happen the first time I tried this, so I don't know. I think it's just the RAFNet converter having problems. I don't know. I really don't know. I would have to try some different presets with the RAFNet converter that are on RAFNet's website and see what happens. But I'll leave that up to someone else to do if they ever decide to try this out. Maybe... Oh, he just killed himself. Let's see if I can beat him. Oh, no. He got me. At 82%, he got me. I gotta watch out for that. Oh, yeah, there is this badass win victory screen. Oh, man. I haven't fought that many people with Sephiroth, if you can't tell. Oh, great. No, no! No, none of this bullcrap. No, 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 no! Oh, she got me. Okay. Oh my gosh! How does this happen? This is bullcrap. Oh my gosh, okay. Die! Both at 0%. What? Okay, I'm not used to fighting Bayonetta, let alone this kind of level of Bayonetta mastery. Oh my gosh. Nope, 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 nope. We are not having that. Nope, nope. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I actually beat her. I can't believe I actually beat her. Oh my gosh, guys. But oh man, I'm saving that replay. I know I already recorded that, but dude, whoo! Like, she was just going out crazy. I'm just like, what? 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 Oh, she wants to fight more. Oh my gosh. So as you can see from my final play session, I was able to get really good with this controller and actually win some matches. I didn't win that many matches. I'm not the best Smash player, but I was able to win against that Bayonetta and twice against a skilled Mario player. And I got close to beating that Captain Falcon, but he was just too much for me. Oh man, that guy was crazy. Some people on Smash Online are just insane. Oh man, I'm not the most skilled player. I'm not the best, but I'm pretty good. You know, I know the moves. I know what I'm doing, but I'm not like super good with combos. Super good at snappy, fast movement, but I'm pretty good. I can play well. Anyway, so as you can tell from my play sessions, I was able to get pretty confident and familiar with this controller and familiar with the button layout that I had configured. Now, do I recommend anyone doing this? Well, yes, kind of. I would say this is a fun new way to play Smash and experience it. This is a fun new experience that I think people should try out if they can get a hold of this thing. And if they're able to get the Magic NS adapter and co-pilot the Joy-Con on here, which makes it so much better, so much easier to play with. Oh my gosh, it improves the experience by a ton. So yeah, I recommend it with the right Joy-Con. But even without that, it works really well. If you don't mind getting rid of your C buttons, then it actually works really well for a new controller experience with Smash Ultimate. Now, will this make you better at the game? No, it will not make you better at the game. It'll actually feel pretty awkward at first, and it would take a good 3 or so play sessions to get used to this layout, this new controller. For those who play with fight sticks a lot and like arcade fighting games, this would actually be a cool idea for them. This would actually be a good option to try out and see if you can get good with this, and see if you like this better than using a controller with Smash Brothers. I would recommend trying that out. For those who like playing with fight sticks, with fighting games, you know, give this a shot. You know, you just go on to eBay, buy one of these, and get the adapters, get the controller converter, and try it out. I challenge you, I dare you guys to try this out. Go and do that. I would love to see more people try this. This would be amazing. That would be so freaking amazing if I saw more people try this out. I don't expect people to do that. I don't expect anyone to do that, but I would be so happy and so pleased to see if people did actually give this a try. Because it is such a unique controller and a unique experience with Smash Ultimate. Oh my gosh, I actually really like this. I'm really glad that I bought it. It is so fun to play with, and it's not like amazing. It doesn't make me feel like I'm better at the game. It doesn't, you know, enhance my experience all that much. But, you know, it is a fun new way to play the game. And it does give you a new challenge. It does make the game feel a little more interesting. And, you know, if you ever get controller, if you ever get hand cramps from holding a controller, then you can use this instead. This will free up your hands a bit and make it feel more loose and nice. But again, the problem with this controller is that these buttons can get stuck sometimes when you push on them too hard, I guess. I'm not really sure how they got stuck before, but they're not getting stuck now. But sometimes they can get stuck, but you can easily free them. It doesn't happen that often. Again, it does not happen that often. You can easily get them unstuck, no problem, by just snapping on them like that. And then the other thing that I don't like is that the control stick just feels wobbly in your hand when you first use it and you're first trying to play with it. It just feels wobbly and awkward to move around because I think it's on a ball. It feels like it's on a ball here. It's like tilting on top of this ball thing because it's analog. And that's fine. That's fine. I can get used to this. Especially when you increase the sensitivity to high in the settings. I can get used to using it, but it does feel awkward at first, and you need to practice and you need to train yourself with this kind of thing. It's just kind of wobbly, kind of weird at first, but you can get good with this, and you can become more familiar with this controller layout and this stick. So it takes some practice getting used to this, and 3 or so play sessions, but I feel like it would be worth it, and it would be a great challenge for a lot of people to give it a shot. Just give it a shot. Go out there, go nuts. Please. I want to see more people do this other than me. Dude, like, I'm probably not even the best person to try this out. I'm a decent player. I can handle this. But I feel like someone else could probably utilize this a whole lot better than I could. And could be... And maybe they would actually want to use this as their main controller. It'd be so exciting and so cool to actually see that happen. It'd be thrilling. It'd be amazing. Oh my gosh, guys. Please, someone do this. Someone else do this. Please, someone else do this. Oh my gosh. And then there's also the Smash Stick, which we're not really sure when that's coming out. But when it does come out, it'll be very interesting to see how other people use that, and if it, you know, is a great controller that people can utilize and be like, oh guys, check it out. I can use a fight stick, and it's really cool. And it's probably going to be 10 times better than this thing with the stick it's using. And it's probably not going to be as awkward to use. It's probably going to be really nice and responsive and great. But it's probably going to be very expensive, like $70 or so or something, because fight sticks are so freaking expensive nowadays. And this thing was only 35 bucks. So, yeah. And getting one of these with the original stick can be about $40 to $50 or so, which is actually cheaper than most fight sticks nowadays. So, there you go. Another reason why you should try this out and maybe wait on the Smash Stick. I'm just saying. And, you know, it will be interesting when the Smash Stick finally comes out and we get that and people start using it to play Smash Brothers. It'll be quite interesting to see how different people's reactions are to it and if people are able to pull off really good play sessions with it compared to this or a regular controller. So what do you all think about this? Tell me in the comments what your thoughts are. I'd love to know. I'd love to hear about how you feel, what your reaction is to this entire idea, to this controller, and if you think it's a legitimate controller to play Smash Ultimate with, and if you think you might even want to try it sometime if you could get a hold of it. Would you? I mean, I know it's a lot of money to sink into because you gotta buy the adapters and the controller and all that stuff. But if you were able to get a hold of that stuff, would you try it? Would you give it a try? You know, let me know in the comments. Let me just know about your thoughts in general and your reactions to this video. I'd really love to hear your thoughts. Thank you all for watching this video. I had a really fun time making this video. If you'd like, you can follow me on Twitter at Shock44 is here. I don't know if I can change that to Shock on the Block, but maybe I'll try that. But for right now, it's at Shock44 is here. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe to Shock on the Block. If you liked and enjoyed this video, let me know. And I'll see you guys next time. Shock on the Block, sign out. Hey guys, real quick, I forgot to mention something earlier. So, if you guys have any ideas for other games I could try this arcade stick out with, like, say, Super Mario 64 or Star Fox games, or say, I don't know, Super Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury. I was having that in my mind as a possibility. This controller could possibly be a great controller to play platformers with your hands more freed up. But I don't know. I'm not sure how well it would function though. I'm not really sure. I haven't really tested it. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of those ideas, and let me know if you have any other ideas. Thanks for sticking around till the end. Bye.